no keys. Don't need no keys for my Hussein or my Ferrari. Don't need no keys for my Hussein or my Bugatti. Push the button.
What's good, Wayne gang? It is your boy Wayne, and I am back with more heat for you guys. As you guys know, we did a sports prediction when my dad was actually on the line. He is not with us today, but he will be on the next one. But we will be going over the predictions. Also, coming up, you guys, I have a couple reviews that I'm going to be doing, a couple reactions that I'm going to be doing, a couple challenges that I am going to be doing. So stay tuned for that. Do got B on the line. We are about to dive into our predictions, what we predicted, and how it went. This has been a crazy week of football. So I'm interested to see exactly how we did. But anyways, B, what was the first game?
Last week's game that I have from here is the 49ers Titans. I think we all went with the 49ers.
And they lost, didn't they?
Yeah, because freaking the Titans came down, kicked a game-winning field goal.
Yeah, so what's the next one?
Next one's going to be y'all's game, Browns-Packers.
And both of y'all chose Green Bay, I want to say. Or you really didn't give a prediction on it. Because I think we just started talking about it. But my dad with Green Bay, if Baker didn't play. I mean, if Baker played, but if Baker didn't play, then he gave us the win.
Yep. Sadly, you only lost by 2 points.
Right, but that was a terrible game, man. Like, I mean, as far as we played, and our play calling was good, but your guy Baker threw 4 picks, and that is what crippled us. That is absolutely what crippled us.
Sad part is he actually admitted it for the first time at his press conference. First time.
Yeah, he single-handedly helped us lose.
Chubb had 17 carries for 126 yards. Did not use him on the last drive.
I think time played a factor in that, man. I really think time played a big factor in running the ball or trying to score, or at least get down into field goal range. However, we had a new field goal kicker that was his first game, so I'm not even sure if he would have made the field goal, how we would have got to field goal range.
Who was the game is the Colts and the Cardinals.
I think me and you both chose the Colts, and my dad chose the Cardinals. Who ended up winning that one?
Colts won 22-16.
All right, so we had that one right. I didn't even catch.
That game was a little tough. It was back and forth for a little while. I'd say, the Colts went up pretty much 12-6 at halftime, and they only got 10 points. They both only scored 10 points in the second half. So looks like the Colts scored the last second touchdown. And
the Colts been balling, man. The Colts have been balling.
Tell everybody, watch out for them. They do have the leading running back in the NFL right now. And speaking of that, man, he only had 108 yards. But Kyler Murray was the leading passer and the leading rusher.
Wow. I told y'all football is, I don't know, this week has been crazy. I didn't expect some of these wins, some of these losses. The next game was the Lions game, right? Who'd they play?
The Lions versus the Falcons, and the Falcons won.
And we all picked the Lions to win.
We did. And what's crazy is they was on a hot streak, kind of. They just came off of a win against Arizona.
Yeah. So now Arizona done lost 2 weeks in a row, and they got a good record.
Pretty sure this next game was pretty embarrassing. The Ravens versus the Bengals.
The Ravers Bengals, yeah. Let's talk about that game because Did you see the Ravens get any closer, or did you know that the Bengals? I think actually you chose the Ravens to win that one, and me and my dad chose the Bengals. So, what are your thoughts on that game? Because you had the Ravens pulling it out, and they got completely obliterated. Like that was a bad game.
So what's crazy is first quarter, it was 10-7. Pretty good game. Second quarter came around. The Bengals put up 21 points in one quarter. I mean, your boy Joe Burrows did something not a lot of quarterbacks do. I mean, 525 yards passing. Almost every receiver he threw the ball to was over 100 yards. Leading receiver had 194 with only 12 catches. Higgins.
Higgins, I seen one of those plays in that game where Burrows threw a bomb to
I mean,
it.
because if you look at it, like after that, they only scored 10 points. After the second half, they only scored 10 points. All their points came in the first half. Yeah, 10 and 21, first two quarters. So, I mean, the Ravens just couldn't get nothing going. The sad part is their quarterback had 304 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. I mean, he didn't do bad. That's more yards than your typical quarterback. Just couldn't put it in the end zone. And the sad part is that's without Lamar Jackson. That quarterback, I mean, honestly, he's not Lamar Jackson, but could he have potential going to a team that needs somebody one day? Maybe.
I feel it.
Is the Rams versus Minnesota. The Rams won 30-23. Pretty sure where we all go. We all went Rams.
We all went Rams. Yeah, we all went Rams.
Matt Stafford, man, honestly, didn't have a good game. He won, but he had the worst game of his probably season. My man's threw 197 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. That's a little rough.
What you think about OBJ?
OBJ, he got, let's see, I'll tell you exactly what he got. He had 4 catches, 37 yards, 1 touchdown. His average is 9.3. Longest was a 16-yard. I think that was the touchdown in the corner that he caught. I think caught that touchdown in the corner. Once again, you got Kupp, 10 catches for only 109 yards, average 10.9. So, I mean, that's still Stafford's go-to on the field right now. His Kupp. OBJ is doing his thing, man. I was actually just arguing with these Patriot fans, like, really, really bad. Like, dude is really making me mad. But it was pretty funny because I was explaining to him, we have no receivers, okay? The New England Patriots hasn't been a decent team. Like, we never had to depend on high-ranked receivers. You know what I mean? Tom Brady can throw the ball to anybody that was on the field, regardless. Get him the ball, he'll throw a slant to anybody across the middle. You know what I mean? But Mac Jones is not that guy. So we're going to have to figure out who we're going to cut because we did hit cap, So there is going to be a few players, man, that I was talking to a couple people. I was looking at what we pay a couple of these guys, and a couple people are going to be gone real quick. But, yep, next game be Buffalo versus Patriots. So
Buffalo versus Patriots. Yeah, man. So
if you watch the game, you'll realize our defense lost this game. Mac Jones didn't do bad. I mean, he threw 2 picks, but he didn't do bad. Once again, last week, threw 2 picks, didn't do bad. Defense, I mean, they gave up 314 passing yards. The defense did.
Your boys are tripping.
You got to realize we didn't score but 7 points. They had 17 at halftime, so they was up 10 at halftime. I mean, we stopped them in the third quarter. We won the third quarter. Fourth quarter, we came back. But like I said, we was actually, who is it? Number 2 in the NFL right now, J.C. Jackson. He had an interception in his hands. Dude threw the ball to him. Josh Allen threw the ball to his hands, and he batted it down. You're talking about the leading interception corner or safety in the league. You know what I mean? And he drops it. Like, the sad part is, like, some of our defensive linemen they was on a report. It was crazy. I know they had some headbutting after this, but he had a report talking about, we had a big shot on defense at the end of the game. He didn't say what and where, but that was the play. And if we would have got the ball back, they wouldn't have got no field goal. We could have won the game 21, like I said, 21-20 is what I was predicting. And nope, it came down, did his thing, man. Josh Allen was the leading rusher in that game too, just a heads up. Josh Allen won the game by rushing. And if you're a Bills fan or if you watch the game, once again, Josh Allen went for some plays that he got a first down on a 4th and 1 on my first touchdown I ever scored playing quarterback. It was a quarterback boot, legit to the left. He faked the run. Everybody, everybody's on a 4th and 1. They're in the pile. Faked it, ran outside, got almost 12-yard gain. It's once again, our defense since the bye week is our problem. And if they don't pick it up, because like I said, once again, Mac Jones is doing his job. Is he throwing picks? Yes, he is throwing some picks. And at this point, if we don't win out and make the playoffs, and I'll make this real clear, Mac Jones will not get Rookie of the Year. He won't get it if we don't win out. So, and we won't make the playoffs. So.
Now, do you think y'all are going to win out?
My concern is Miami. Miami beat us week 1 by, very small margin. But at the end of the day, it's Miami last year. Miami almost every year. If you look at the past few seasons, we play Miami almost the last game every year. And Miami has our number. Miami beat us on a pitch. You know how it's the last play of the game, it's a kickoff or a punt or something like that, and they just start pitching it? They won off of that. They beat us off of the fluke before. You know what I mean? Miami has our number.
Hell
in
no.
Miami this year. Would that be better for Baker or not Baker, but Mac Jones?
Mac Jones
just disrespected my boy. The way he's playing right now is hurting my feelings.
Oh man, call that man Baker. That is the biggest insult you could have done.
Boy, I tell you, he ain't he's not the same Mac Jones as before the like I said, once again, we went into bye week and we beat Buffalo on a windy bullshit game. Basically, we ran the ball the whole time.
Right.
We beat them. And it's horrible, man. It's ever since bye week, man. I mean, it's been probably some of the worst football. I guarantee Bill Belichick's not even talking anymore. It's just, he's mad. You know what I mean? He walked past you. He's mad. So at the end of the day, they legit had 3 offensive linemen out, starting offensive linemen out with COVID.
Right.
They had Cole Beasley out. Cole Beasley's their number 1 go-to slot receiver. I mean, that slot receiver that did pick up, though, I will let you know, he was the leading receiver for 11 catches, 125 yards with 1 touchdown. Honestly, Cole Beasley's job's on the line. He better come to practice with his shoes tight. Because this man is a beast. He's got speed. There's not a linebacker that can stick him, and that's why we lost. We had a linebacker sticking this man the whole game and never changed it. He was killing us across the middle. Slant, slant, slant. He's too quick. Way too quick. But
do you think a lot of that played a big part in Allen's performance? Because I think Allen is a good quarterback.
Josh Allen is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Josh Allen told the media that this receiver that he was about to come play with was going to shock the world. And what'd he do? He shocked the world. So, and this crazy part is we underestimated him. You know what I mean? We underestimated this person. After first quarter, first half, okay, you know what I mean? Okay, hold on. This is a new guy. We're not used to him. But not to change it up in the second half, I'm sorry. That's not how you play football, man. I mean, second half, either you win the game, you lose the game. So
right.
You get a whole 30 minutes to go in there and draw up some, designs, change up some defensive players, and they didn't do it. I mean, they had nobody else that he was throwing the ball to. Diggs did his thing. I think he caught the ball a couple times, but not a lot. I mean, he nice throw across the middle for a touchdown, but other than that, he didn't, do too much. This wide receiver right here, I'm pretty sure got offensive player of the game. So,
damn.
Yeah.
And y'all was on a hot streak, and
he was on what, 7-game win streak?
Yeah, and they all lost back-to-back to the Colts and Bills, which in y'all's defense, that's a tough schedule because you got Bills bye week, Colts, Bills. That's a tough.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, you think
really
about the Bills and the Colts, even last season, they were up there in the same, talk that we're talking about them now. They were a good team last year. They got, a good organization. So y'all had a tough game, man. I mean, a tough season. They're tough few weeks.
I told everybody, on my Patriot fan pages and things like that, man, we're gonna win. I said, look, man, you guys don't like realistic. I get, be hyped as a fan, but I'm a realistic type person. I look at the numbers. I look at, it's more about numbers and facts. You know what I mean? Like these guys, I told them, I said, you want kick me out because at the end of the day, I'm gonna speak the truth, man. I mean, you're talking about the Buffalo Bills that they got to win. If they lose right now, they may be kicked out the playoffs, not just the division, the playoffs. We still got a better record than them, but they took our seed spot. We still got them by a game, but they got us by division wins. You see what I'm saying? That's why they won the division right now. If they happen to lose a division game, we could take that back. But as of right now, they got us. So it's like I said, it was a tough, it was a break or make type game. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we can make the playoffs. Just to say, I would like to. I mean, from what I see from Mac Jones in just the first year, I mean, you're talking about a quarterback that, if you ask anybody that knows what I was talking about at the beginning of the season, I didn't want Mac Jones to start the season. I wanted Cam Newton to start the season so this young man could sit and actually get used to the game. There's not college football quarterbacks that can come straight out and play football. Like Trevor Lawrence was one of the best quarterbacks in college. And look at him. I'm not saying he's a bust, but I'm going to tell you right now, was he ready to come start? You know what I mean? With that type of team that he had? No. So, and speaking of that team, they lost to the Jets. Next game up was the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Jets.
Yeah, we had, I think all three of us had Jacksonville.
I think we did because didn't they just win? Or no, they lost 2 in a row. No, they lost 2 in a row.
I think we just because Urban Meyer was gone, or because he got up out of there, that it was, I don't know. Maybe it was a sympathy vote.
I think I'm pretty sure that I changed it at the end. But
yeah, we had both when all three of us had went Jacks.
Yeah,
and it was a scrub match.
Change.
Yeah, it was a for sure scrub match. Let me see if I can get my lighting better here.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yeah.
What was the next
Jaguar.
one?
They only lost by 5, though. I'll tell you that.
Against the Jets. The Jets was how the Jets been doing? Have they won a couple games? I can't remember.
Jets barely lost last week to the Dolphins. I mean, that's a divisional game, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the NFL is any given Sunday, like I've always said before. Next game will be the Giants and the Eagles, which
we all chose the Eagles.
Eagles did what they were supposed to do. You got Jalen Hurts in there making a name for himself, which is phenomenal quarterback.
Did you watch that game?
I didn't watch that game.
Because I was watching Red Zone. I was in the middle of actually editing content, but I was watching Red Zone, and Jalen Hurts had threw it to a wide receiver who then had they had rooted a touchdown, but then they took it away, and then it got re-challenged or something like that, and then they gave him the touchdown. It was some bizarre freak, call, I guess.
I mean, honestly, these refs out their past couple of weeks, definitely for instance, y'all's game, it was a hold.
Right.
I guarantee they lost some Christmas bonus money. That's all I'm going to say. These refs, they hurt a lot of teams. I mean, I'm not, I'm not that guy that's gonna say the refs made the game happen. But I'll tell you right now, that was pretty bad. There was a couple calls. There was that one that you're speaking about. I did see on ESPN. They was talking about that. They was talking about the call for you guys a lot because once again, like I was explaining, I forget who I was talking to. The way he pulled that man's jersey, both sideline the refs could not see that. I mean, he did it so quick and he did it so inside. The ref behind him couldn't see it. The ref across the field couldn't see it. It just didn't get called. It was actually a dirty, smart play. So it's TV's gonna catch everything, man. As fans, how many times you watch a game, you could call flag every play if you wanted to. But once again, that's why I will never blame the refs for a win. Like you said, Baker threw 4 picks, regardless of the one being a hold. But
right, because then you still got those 2 other picks. Like, I mean, the 3 other picks.
3 other
got
picks.
the 2 other ones in the first half,
and they scored off all 3. So that's
right.
21 points.
Right. And we lost, what was it, 24-22?
You lost 24-22. So 1 pick could have made a difference.
Right.
I mean, 1 pick could have made a difference. But so the next game after that would be what we all pretty much predicted. Tampa Bay going in there and wiping the Panthers.
Oh yeah, I see that coming. What was the score on that one? Because I already knew that was coming. Damn.
You know, it's crazy though. Is Brady only threw for 1 touchdown. Cam Newton got benched. They brought in Sam Darnold. Cam Newton got benched in the second quarter.
Damn. What was the point of them bringing him back?
Because they was having a lot of issues. So Sam Darnold, they brought him back after so I went to the Panthers-Patriots game. Sam Darnold came back from an injury, and so did McCaffrey come back from an injury. That game, they both came back.
Right.
Sam Darnold seen ghosts is what they'll call it on ESPN. He seen ghosts. I mean, he legit threw 4 interceptions in that Patriot game. So I think them going with Cam was like, okay, we need to go back to what we had. We went to the playoffs several times with Cam. We won, Cam did win a Super. People can't take that away from Cam, regardless how you look at it. He had an injury that a lot of quarterbacks can't come back from, definitely being a throwing arm injury. Just a reminder on that. But Cam Newton is there for the bag right now. Cam Newton is not an NFL standing quarterback. If you want to ask me, they brought him in to try to get some ticket sales. If you want to ask me, because they was already losing. They started out. If you remember, they was one of the best teams in the NFL when they started out. Pretty sure they was undefeated with the Cardinals for like 5 to 6 weeks. And Sam Darnold got hurt. McCaffrey got hurt. They went like 4-game losses. And like I said, the Carolina Panthers, they got what it takes. But what's crazy is I talk about Cam Newton being benched. McCaffrey is out. Like I said, Cam Newton had 5 carries for 42 yards. Cam Newton was Mike Vicking it out there. Boy, that's all I'm going to say. Cam Newton was the leading rusher for the Panthers. Sam Darnold came in, still threw 190 yards. No touchdowns, though. They didn't score. Two field goals. Brady right now is throwing the ball a lot to Antonio Brown. That's his go-to right now, man. And
which is crazy.
Of Antonio Brown, did you see what he told the media?
Nah. What did he tell them?
Well, they questioned him at the end of the game because I think he got like leading receiver. Yeah, he got leading receiver. They asked him something about what was going on. You know what I mean? Why did he lie or something like that? There was a question that was answered or asked to him. And he said, you know what? You guys are all drama. He legit, like bluntly just said, you guys are all drama. Y'all just want to cause problems with everything. Like he kind of went off on him, man. Like y'all are just trying to cause problems. None of y'all know what's going on in the locker rooms, and that's he went off, man. I don't know what made him trigger it, but I'll tell you right now, he was triggered. can.
We'll have to look into that because. But
Next
there's been a lot of players stopping.
World, boy.
Said next game. Oh, that must have been a Chargers game.
Mm-hmm.
We all took
41.
How? All right. For one, I'm actually two questions. So, how the Texans put up 41 points, and what do you think the Chargers are feeling right now? Because Justin Herbert, I haven't seen his stats, but for looking from the score, he really ain't do much.
So, I watched the game, and I've seen bits and pieces of actually what happened. I actually got to see what actually won the game. Justin Herbert's stats was not bad. He had 27 for 35, 336 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. There goes the key right there, okay? Those 2 interceptions got taken back for touchdowns. That's 14 points. That's 14 points. Justin Herbert is, I'll tell y'all once again, I'll say it and I'll keep saying it, till he just tanks on me. But I'll tell you right now, I think he'll be an elite quarterback. He will be. But yeah, those 2 interceptions back to the end zone, that sealed the game. And it was in Houston. So when the defense is getting interceptions, you know what I mean? Being at a game, you've been at a game. When the defense and when the game is the team has got the momentum and the stadium has the momentum, being at home, I mean, it's just loud, it's crunk, it's wild. You can't, I mean, it was rough, man. Justin Herbert, like I said, he did his thing. But this Mills guy that the Texans are starting, 21 for 27. Dude only threw 5 incompletions, something like that? 6 incompletions.
Six.
Yeah, 6 incompletions. 254 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean,
as a backup.
So
imagine
Rex Burkhead. You're talking about an old running back here, okay? 2 rushing touchdowns, 22 carries for 149 yards. He was our running back for a little while. Receiving wise, their leading receiver only has 60 passing yards. So he spread the love. Whoever this quarterback is, he spread the love across the whole field for having 254 yards. He spread the love is all I'm gonna say.
Right.
But once again, they got beat over interceptions, man. That's what kind of made our game. My dad told me, once again, he's a Buffalo fan. He called me. He was like, man, we're going to lose, man. We got 3 linemen. We got this. And I'm telling him on the phone. I said, okay. I said, I'm going to tell you right now. We're not hot right now, man. We're not. I said, we're not. He calls me first half ends. He said, see, I said, I should have listened to you. I said, I told you. And I'm not a Patriot fan. I'm not a fan regardless. If my team is losing, I will answer your call, and I will tell you I told you. Because 9 out of 10, I will tell you when I know we're not going to do so well. We're not going to, like I told everybody on the last video when we did predictions. I mean, when a team doesn't do well, and you can't just say, look, man, like y'all said, like your dad said, he picked against y'all. If Baker played, who lost you the game? Baker. So it's all about a realistic, man. Some people don't do it because, you want to be a fan, and I'm a big fan if anybody know me, but it's more about, it's the principle of understanding. And I tell people, if you sit here and hype the game up, you're going to be more salty if your team get beat. You know what I mean? You're going to be real salty, like, man, I've been talking all week. Boy, I can't answer this phone right now.
I always answer the calls. I do always stick with my Browns, that's for sure. I know there's a lot of games they probably won't even win, or they probably shouldn't have won.
Your boys did their thing for me, man. You've been picking them for like 4 weeks, and they finally the Bears won. The Bears by 1 point, 25-24. I picked the Seahawks.
Man, you picked the Seahawks. Me and my dad, I think we both picked the Bears, yeah. And I told you, I actually think I said in that it was either about them or about Washington. I was just gonna keep picking them. I'm gonna keep picking them until they win a game. They gotta win one of them. And Seattle ain't been playing the best. Russ don't want to be there no more. So I'm like, well, this is as good a game as any.
Let me tell you why they won, though. they got the Super Bowl champion Nick Foles in there starting. Fields didn't play; he's been hurt.
Right.
Nick Foles, once again, like if you look at their backups and everything for the Bears, they got decent receivers. I'm not saying Andy Dalton's decent. I mean, I'm not saying he's the best, but they got Andy Dalton, they got Nick Foles, and they got Justin Fields. So why are they starting Justin Fields though? You know what I mean? Why not let that young man just grow?
I think when Justin Fields came in, it was when Dalton went out. Think about
they didn't have Foles at that time, or they get.
I don't think so. I think they ended up getting Foles later in the season because I want to say Justin Fields came in first game. Like it was the first game of the season when Andy Dalton went down, and then Justin Fields just had to come in and make some shake. And then he wasn't playing bad either. Like the game against Pittsburgh, he played a good game. I know you don't like to say that the refs lost them the game, but that was probably worst officiating I've ever seen out of any NFL game. The Steelers had way too many opportunities to win that game, and Justin Fields was still balling on them and getting down the field and doing everything he could. And the ref either wasn't going to call a call against the Steelers or they called all the calls against against the Bears. And it was just a terrible game, but Justin Fields did what he was supposed to be doing. So, I don't know. I think it was just clicking. It was just working, and he was getting used to the field and used to the players and the scheme.
Well, I will tell you, with them having Nick Foles in there, Justin Fields might not play that much. The Bears have been looking for a quarterback for some years, and they can't keep a quarterback because they don't have an offensive line. But Nick Foles is a quarterback that he can get the ball released. He's known as a good quarterback. So at the end of the day, I think they don't want to lose Fields, but I think rest of the season, don't be shocked. Nick Foles starts the rest of the season. Nick Foles will probably start the rest of the season.
Now, what happened if he plays the next game and just does terrible things? You think they throwing Fields back in?
They play the Giants, then they play the Vikings. No, I honestly think that the way he played, man, I mean, just looking at his stats, he was 24 for 35, 250 yards, a touchdown. Nick Foles is Nick Foles. Once again, that's all I'm going to say. But the Seahawks do suck, like we, done said. Seahawks suck this year. They actually split the record with the Bears. They're both 5-10. But they're both eliminated now from the playoffs indefinitely. But
that's terrible.
Nick Foles.
I want Russ to come over to the Browns.
Y'all motherfuckers at the Browns don't know who you want.
Nah, I told you. I either want Russ or I want Deshaun Watson. But then there's like talks going around saying that we're trying to get Lamar Jackson, just random things. Like people just be saying
Baltimore would be that's one thing you never do. And I learned this.
Or Derek Carr.
You never, ever, 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 ever give a key player from your team to the same division. You don't. That just don't happen at all. Just know that only happens if that player is a free agent and he wants to make prove a point. But yeah, that don't happen that often. But yeah.
What was the next one?
Hold on.
Raiders, Broncos.
Yes, sir.
I chose the
Raiders,
Broncos. You and Dad went Raiders. I chose Broncos, and the Raiders pulled it out.
Derek Carr, Mr. Derek Carr, 20 for 25, 201, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Damn.
Which team? Who was it? There was a team that I sent you a screenshot of ESPN because that night after we did our predictions, they had a bunch of players, man, that was hurt, or COVID. Saints. It was the Saints. The Saints. Yeah. When we get to that game, I'll bring that up again. But next game was embarrassing. I gotta take my hat off to the Dallas Cowboys, bro. They put the
Cowboys destroyed Washington.
That's to me. You know what's crazy is I don't know if they're trying to prove a point because everybody's talking about how Prescott and the Cowboys don't have what it takes to win a playoff game and this and that. But if they get some some home field advantage, I'll tell you, they might. They're taking over the second spot right now. They're actually only one game behind. Did you know if Green Bay, I think, loses? Let me double check this. Playoff.
Well, he's doing that. The Chiefs slaughtered the Steelers.
Yeah.
We all called out. Wait, no. Did we even? I don't even think we actually decided on that.
I don't think we had choice to. I think no, yeah, we did because I went to Steelers and you guys went you and your dad went the Chiefs, and the only reason I went Steelers is because I need the Chiefs to lose.
But it don't look like that happened, boss. The Chiefs slaughtered the Steelers.
So yeah, back to that real quick. Dallas is one game behind from taking the leading division or leading the conference. So they could take the NFC if never mind. The Packers got the Vikings and the Lions. I mean, Lions may do it, but like I said, they got the Vikings and the Lions. So
I don't know, man. With the way Green Bay been playing, the Lions might surprise if they can not throw 4 interceptions.
You know what's crazy to me is Green Bay's doing as good as they're doing, but your boy Aaron Rodgers wanted to leave Green Bay so bad. He was on media. I mean, he was talking back.
The first game of the season, he sat on the bench.
Yeah,
he had the worst QB rating.
Yeah, so the Chiefs, Chiefs and the Steelers, though, man. Yeah, that wasn't a game to watch. If you want my word for it is called exposed. Ben Roethlisberger kind of got exposed pretty badly, man. I mean, he can't move anymore. Big Ben used to be able to move in the pocket, extend the play, and make things happen. He cannot do that no more.
And he going against Patty.
My hat goes off to him. He'll be a Hall of Fame quarterback, but once again, he my question is why have they not? They had the 10th pick, and I just said this to my dad. They had the 10th pick in the NFL draft that they moved up for. Okay, they actually took from Dallas, and I thought they was going to take Mac Jones or somebody. You know what I mean? I really thought they was going to take a quarterback. So I'm over here thinking they need a quarterback. They didn't take a quarterback, man. They still, for 3 years in a row, they have not took a quarterback. Mike Tomlin is believing in Roethlisberger. I mean, it's sad to say. But, yeah. Wasn't so good, man. I'll tell you that right now. I didn't watch that game, but the first half. Not even first half. I think first quarter. 36-10 was pretty rough. Dallas 56-14. I'll tell you, Sunday night, and now we're going to go to Monday night. Monday night was an embarrassing game as well. The Dolphins won 20-3 against the Saints. You and your pops went to Saints. And that's the game that I sent you a picture saying, hey, man, Tyson Hill.
Oh, actually, I think Dad went Dolphins. You and Dad went Dolphins. I went Saints.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Because they shut out Brady.
Yeah, that's why I sent you the picture. And I sent you that picture, and I'm like, hey, man, they just lost their starting quarterback and 9 other players to COVID. I'll tell you right now.
Massacre.
That was probably, I think I fell asleep on that game, too. Went to bed decent time that night because it wasn't worth staying up. I woke up towards the end of the game, actually, I believe, and I mean, I think they had 9 sacks. The Dolphins had 9 sacks with 4 turnovers with 9 sacks.
That's insane. That's absolutely fucking. Then that's the end of it.
That's it, man. But I will say, from all them turnovers and all those sacks, I only put up 20 points. So the offense is a little questionable. Defense may be real solid for the Dolphins.
Right.
But I'll tell you, their offense, I mean, I'm
But
not going
do you think their offense can hang with y'all since y'all's defense has been y'all's kryptonite in the past couple weeks?
We'll see next week. We got a slum. We'll talk about that. We got a slum game next week. Walk next week. So if these people don't come in here and do what Miami just did to the Saints, we gonna have some personal problems. We gonna have some personal problems.
I already be knowing, man. All right, so
if you want to get into these real quick.
Yep. Guys, so we just went through our predictions from last week. Like I said, Dad was not on this video. He will be on the next video. I promise you guys. I am back home in Florida. And then I slept all day today. So I drove in over the course of the night, got here probably about 6 o'clock this morning, you guys, and then went to sleep. So I've just been lounging. I don't even think I felt the weather today because I haven't been outside. But
beautiful here.
I'm back on it. I'm back on it tomorrow. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. I'm getting back to it. We are about to go through the predictions for this week. I don't think there's a Thursday night game, so it's going to be all Sunday and Monday, right?
Yep.
All right,
everything's Sunday, Monday.
Let's go ahead and knock these out, and then we're going to wrap this video up, you guys. I am not going to make it crazy long this week, so we just going to run down the line of them.
You got the pen, pencil, you got all that?
Yes, sir. I already got it. We just going to run through them real quick, and then we're going to end this out.
All right, first game is going to be Falcons versus the Bills.
Bills.
This may be a tough call. For the next one, Giants versus the Bears. I'm going with the Bears.
Bears. I'm going Bears.
This is going to be the game of the week, if you want to ask me. This should be a Sunday night game, or at least Monday night. You got the Chiefs versus the Bengals.
Oh.
And I know you hate taking your division, but it's in Cincinnati too. They got a lot to prove right now, man. They got to play. I mean, you got to think about it. They lose. That opens the door for y'all to still come through. I mean,
right. I'm taking the Chiefs, and not based off of the fact that the Bengals are in my division. I am taking the Chiefs because of their clutch factor. When the Bengals are blowing these teams out, they're doing good throughout the game, but they're also not being challenged too much throughout the game. So there's only been a couple games where they had to really either come behind or try to get a win at the last minute. One game went into overtime, but I think that the Chiefs have more of a solid clutch foundation towards the end of the game. If you put Patrick Mahomes back against the wall with 30 seconds left, he's going to figure out how to put points on the board. And because of that, I got to go with the Chiefs.
So I would like to see the Chiefs lose. But once again, I'm a realistic person. This is my prediction. My prediction is the Cincinnati Bengals last week put up 21 points in the second quarter. They only put up 10 points in the second half. That shows me either they bench some players. I didn't watch the game, so I can't tell you. But either they bench some players or they're not finishers.
Right.
And you're talking about a team right now they're on a run. I mean, Kansas City, I think they're on like a 6-7 game winning streak too.
Right. And they play hard. They play extremely hard.
Now, what sucks is all these predictions, man, it sucks because they're now testing players the day of the game for this coach, man. Your dad would call it the boogeyman, right? It's it could be a break or make situation. It really sucks, man. It sucks the world we live in right now with this COVID for predictions. That's all I'm gonna say. But I am gonna go Kansas City.
You gonna go Kansas City?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Kansas City.
Who we got next?
Dolphins Titans. I'm going Titans. Titans need it. They need it. They're another team that, if I'm wrong, let me look at this real quick. They're second right now in the division. If they lose and say Buffalo and Cincy wins, one of them take the spot, second seed. So this, I mean, like I said, once again, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 teams in the AFC that are 9-6. Just remember that. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of us that's 8-7. So any given Sunday right now, the playoffs is up in the air.
I'm gonna go Dolphins. I'm gonna go Dolphins. I'm gonna go Dolphins. They've been on a win streak, and I think they have. Yeah, I know. But I think the Dolphins actually have what it takes to shut them down. Derrick Henry ain't in, and Tennessee's offense has been struggling a little bit because of that. And with the way the Dolphins defense been playing, they can probably expose the Titans offense.
So I just want to let you know, I know we was on our video during this game, the Niners game, just a little recap real quick. Before you write this on paper, it's your choice. But Tennessee was down the whole game against the 49ers. They came back. They was winning 17 to, I believe, 10. 49ers drove down, scored 17 up. Tennessee, man, they got the ball back down there, got it in field goal range, won the game. Their run game isn't there. It's not the same. But I'll tell you right now, they just got A.J. Brown back, and A.J. Brown went nuts. 11 catches for 145 yards. So that's his go-to right now. So
now look at the Dolphins exposing the Saints. If you ask me,
that's not exposed though, because they had all these players hurt, man. You're talking about the Saints team that just like the reason why you picked the Saints to win is because they beat Tampa. Okay. But that same team did not get to play against the Dolphins. They did.
And I get that, but the Dolphins have been playing.
They are, and they're playing
great football. Yeah, and this probably means more to them than anything. I mean, think about it. If they win this game and then they got to go against y'all.
Than it is for Tennessee. It is.
It's bigger. Yeah. And I think with that, the Dolphins got something to prove. They got something to prove.
All right, so there goes their predictions. I got Titans, you got Dolphins. We're gonna have to get your dads or something through like a text or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna amend it. I'm gonna drop it in the vlog tomorrow. So tomorrow when I drop my vlog, I'll give y'all my dad's predictions.
All right, so next game is, it could be make or break still. Remember this. This is the Ravers against the Colts. Colts are on a hot streak. I'm going to Colts.
But
this could be another game
that could go either way. It could go either way, and it can get one of them or kick one of them out of the playoff contention. So,
and the Raiders are in the hunt. They're 8-7. They're in the hunt to make the wild card.
Right.
So if we're talking about teams that need to play for the go,
what's the Chiefs record? 9-6. They both in the same position because they both. The Colts can't afford to lose, and the Raiders can't afford to lose.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be one of those games, though, man. Because then that would put them in, and the Colts out. They'll be a wild card in the hunt. So yeah, it's gonna be rough. Jacksonville and the Patriots. I'm going my team. If we lose this game,
Jacksonville Patriots, I'm going Patriots.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Patriots on this one.
The next game should be an easy prediction as well. Tampa Bay versus the Jets.
Tampa Bay.
Yep, I'm going Tampa Bay. Eagles versus Washington. This is
as much as I want to go Washington, I'm gonna have to go with the Eagles.
It's in Washington.
And it's a division game, ain't it?
It's a division game.
Eagles need it. Eagles need it more.
They do need it. I'm gonna go to Eagles.
They really need it more. Washington,
Here
in
goes
the
another
division.
big game for the Ravens, and your boy is questionable. Lamar is questionable.
Still?
He's still questionable. Rams versus the Ravens.
I'm going Rams.
I'm gonna go to Rams, but that's gonna help y'all a lot. As a Browns fan, I mean hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all got higher chances than you think. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right. That, and I've been trying to tell my dad that, but he don't want to agree with me. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah, we got the Rams.
I like their organization.
This is gonna be a tough game too. This is a division game. Broncos versus the Chargers. The Broncos is 7-8, and the Chargers is 8-7.
I'm gonna go Broncos.
I gotta look something up.
I'm gonna go Broncos.
All right, I'm going with Herbert, man. I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Yes, sir.
All right. Next game.
Texans versus the 49ers.
I'm going with Niners.
Team. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Niners, but Texans just,
I think that was a fluff, though. I think that was like that one in the.
Ooh, this is gonna be a make or break for the second seed in the NFC playoffs.
Cardinals Cowboys
versus the Cowboys.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
I'm going Cowboys, and this is why. Murray and them, ever since he lost a couple receivers, they're not really much of a running team other than himself. Honestly, they may get. I mean, I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. They may get a wild card spot. Because I mean, they got the Seahawks last game of the season. Yeah, Seahawks ain't that great, but upset's upset, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right. Yeah, we going Cowboys. What's next? Lions Seahawks.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go Lions.
Man,
I'm
gonna go Lions. Wait, where's it at? It's in Seattle.
It's the Panthers Saints. Technically, it's the next game is Panthers Saints, and then it's the Lions Seahawks.
Okay, so Panthers Saints.
That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah, that's tough. I'm gonna try to have the Seahawks Lions.
But the Saints is they're getting their players back, and the Panthers just hit a significant COVID outbreak. I just hit the game. So is this game going to get pushed? But I would think the Saints will get everybody back. So I'm going to go the Saints.
Yeah, I'm going to lean with the Saints just because the Panthers can't figure out their quarterback situation.
And then, like you said, it's the Lions, Seahawks. I'm going Lions. Seahawks just hasn't been, they haven't been doing it. Russell, he wanted to leave. And there's got to be a reason, like I've said before.
I'm going to go Seahawks. I'm going to go
Seahawks?
Seahawks. Yeah, I'm going to go Seahawks.
All right.
Who next?
Vikings versus the Packers. Divisional game. 7-8. Vikings is playing for the playoffs. And you guys almost beat them. So,
I'm taking the Vikings.
And I'll tell you this. Give me just a second here.
I'm taking the Vikings.
Run the ball, man. Like you guys, they run like they got Cook, and he has over 1,000 yards this year. They got Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
They got the offense. Let me just take just a second on this.
I'm gonna go.
Man, I'm talking about the team that got beat by the Lions.
Yeah, but the Lions also shocked another team.
Oh,
and been playing good ball.
The Vikings beat the Packers 34-31 this year. They beat them once. It's hard to beat a team twice.
Especially in Green Bay. But any given Sunday, man. Any given Sunday.
Actually, I'm gonna go for the upset. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Vikings.
All right, we both went Vikings on that one.
Are y'all gonna be the team that let the Steelers look good?
Hell no. I'm going Browns. I'm going Browns. You know I'm going Browns. You already know this, man. Don't play with me. And I know you're gonna go with the Steelers. I already know you are.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna go with the Browns just because, and it's not your offense. I'm going because y'all's defense is going to be able to get to Big Ben a lot easier than what the last team just did. I mean, you have Clowney, and this is something me and Ryan was talking about. Everybody talked about Clowney. You know, is he going to be a good key factor? This and that. I think he's doing his thing. I think having him and what's his face on the field. I think once again Cleveland got what it takes, and I'll say this until they get rid of Baker, but they got what it takes. So yeah, man, it's the last game. Steelers versus the Browns, Monday night, January 3rd.
Taking the Browns.
Is Baker gonna have too many drinks on New Year's Eve, or is he gonna come back for the vengeance since he threw 4 picks?
He gonna come back and he gonna throw 5.
So my question. The thing is, though, why'd y'all start Mans, bro? He didn't practice for 14 days. Your backup was back. I mean, that just doesn't make no sense to me, man. This coach got to be like having a side piece or something with Baker's wife to where he got to start him or he gonna expose him or something. I mean, something. I mean, there's something going on, bro, behind.
Man,
something
gotta be.
This don't make no sense to me. This Baker beating meat jocking type person, like he don't make no sense why he's starting him. Is all I'm gonna say. Baker has not proven enough that he deserves to win that spot. There should be somebody that had an opportunity to take his spot, and that guy.
Right.
He deserves that position. He deserves to prove himself.
Right. And they just won't let him.
But you guys got a chance, man. I mean,
we do.
But you got the you got the Bengals, so but you get the defense. So I gotta respect that. You got defense. You do got the Bengals last game of the season. So that we'll talk about.
And
that.
as of right now, we got their jersey. We got their number.
You do. Like I said, defensively, you got it. But it's something got to click, man. Baker need to get hurt or something, twist ankle, something. I mean,
I've been saying that for a minute. Somebody need to go ahead and take him up top real quick.
He said we need a bounty on this. Where's the bounties at? Like back in the day.
Facts.
But yeah, man, that's it for the predictions, though.
All right, you guys. So this is going to be the end of the video. Do not forget, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Show your boy some love. We are always coming with heat for you guys. I am always grinding for you guys. Those are our predictions for this week. What week is it? 16? Week 16, which would normally be the last week of the season, you guys. So we get one more week this year or this season. So we will be back with another predictions and how this one went after the games. Anyways, I will see you guys later, and I will keep bringing heat. I am out.